First, start off with a fresh sketch album. Choose either landscape or portrait. Also, there's different devices available for whichever one you're working with, but today will be the iPad Pro, which is the iPad Retina screen. So we'll click on that with landscape today. Choose the albums button for your artwork you'd like to bring in. So I have body parts stored on my iPad as an album, or you can choose from the camera roll. There's my back piece that I'm working with. Then go down to the layers button and start a fresh layer so that you're not messing with the original image or upsetting it. Click on that. Then back to the albums button. These are all photos that I have stored on my iPad. Then go down to tattoos for placement. I have artwork there that I'm working with, so resize that. Keep it a little small so there's room to erase. Also, we have a multiply button in the layers so you can adjust the transparency, giving it a more realistic look. So I'm going to soften that up a little. And then once I'm happy, out of that and onto the eraser button. Now in the brush tips also can be used as the eraser tips, so you can have harsh ones or soft tips for the eraser. So I'm just using a solid brush tip for this one and just erasing out the back room just to give myself a little look here. And once that's a little more clearer, then I can go back to my tools button and go to transform, which will enable me to resize the image and reposition it. So this is a good way to just move it around and back and forth and just see what will work nicely with the image or the piece that you're sizing it up to. And that looks pretty good, so we accept. We can zoom up by using the 2-finger pinch and zoom. Now back to my eraser button. I'll just bring the sizing of that eraser tip down and go to a softer brush tip, just so while I'm erasing I can gently erase the image instead of having harsh lines everywhere, and just get rid of those unwanted areas and zoom back. Now that has got rid of the red lines, and also just clean up a little on the arm here just so it blends in. Once I'm happy with that, I can go just clean up this side a little more as well. And then zoom back in. Now I think I want to add some waves, so I'll go back to the brush tips, which are also able to be edited. So different spacing angles, different brush tip heads, so you can really create whatever brush tip you'd like. I'm just using a soft one, just going to soften up the hardness here. I'll keep it pretty stern because I'm going to use a pen line. So click on that, bring my brush tip down in size, zoom up. Now whenever you're going to draw on something like this, you need to add another layer just so that you're not messing with the original artwork, in case you want to go back and not upset the first image. So I'm just sort of loosely having a little sketch in here to bring the image back to suit the back piece we're working on. As you can see, the black lines there are fairly strong on there, so I'm going to go back to my color wheel here. Now I can adjust any color I like, making it soft or lighter. It varies with whichever color you like, you can create. Also has the ability to bring down the transparency as well, so it can be nice and soft, and you can use that as a transparent overlay for coloring as well. So it's just a little softer line there so it looks more realistic. Bring that back down, and also going back to the layers button, you can also hit the eye icon, which will make the image disappear on whichever layer you choose. So it's a good way if you've got multiple layers, you can go back. Also you can flip horizontally with the tools button, or adjust the color balance just to give it a different look, just to see what options are available without recreating the image. Also you can hit the back button to undo. You can also turn to black and white for grey wash. and then mess with monotones just with your coloring on that. So you can get some really great effects without, again, recreating and go back to where you're happy. Also, you can add the image to your camera roll on your device, or you can email the image to your client just to show them what it's going to look like, give them an idea before they head down to begin work on it.